I think people get disappointed when their results don't match their expectations.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And I think that's the reason why people don't set expectations. But then if they're disappointed in the ride, they did have an expectation, and they certainly had an assumption. So if you could pick the expectation and the assumption that you'd like, and work towards that, believing it'll happen, then more of your rides, you'll find a way to find the joy in the ride. It's easy to reflect later and criticize yourself. But if you didn't have an expectation, you won't even notice the positive change over time. I think making decisions and picking a path, like we were visiting about the other day, what do you really want? I think in people's hearts they do have something they want, but they don't believe they can do it. So they won't say even what they want. Or they'll pick something that they really don't want, but that they think they can have. And as they begin working for it, it really isn't what their heart wants. So it's easy to get discouraged. And I think that's one of the things I want to teach, is that's the attitude that I am learning. The attitude of knowing that both you and your horse can do it. And the attitude that it's just a matter of developing more understanding. But a belief that you have to have some sort of a purpose. I also believe, or at least I've experienced that, and I've watched it in you the last few days, and that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about. When you were in that place where you believed and you were connecting to your horse and working on something that you thought you could do, and your horse, remember I said it was like in that sweet spot where your horse was able to think. Mm-hmm. You were asking with less, sometimes you do a little more, and that was, so the asking with less and getting response to me means is when the horse already understands. But when you ask with less and the horse doesn't understand, then you go into learning mode. And you can stay in learning mode for a while, and you reward for it. Maybe it's 2 or 3 minutes, but as your horse is searching, that's the one thing that you want to be working on at a time. You don't want to do hands and legs together. You don't want to complicate the learning, and you want to allow the horse to seek. But you're seeking then too. It's like you're both seeking together. And I find that when I'm seeking together, that creates a bonding experience for me, both with you and my students and my horses and my dog. And I've gone to some self-help courses with friends, and we're both seeking together, and we've gotten closer. And I think that's the greater bond, and I think that's bigger trust, right? Certainly more courage and confidence in each other. So in that learning space, it's safe. It is safe.